My childhood best friend of 30 plus years just blew up my family, and I'm grieving the loss of everything. My entire world has been flipped upside down less than a week ago, and it's still incredibly raw. I'm almost 8 months sober, and honestly, this whole mess has been the toughest test of my life. I just need to get this whole crazy story out. Brenda, 35, was my first friend ever, like family, for over 30 years. She was basically an adopted daughter to my parents. My dad, 61, loves music, and Brenda's a great singer, so they always had this strong musical connection. I valued that. But over the years, I started feeling uncomfortable with how close they seemed. No, please tell me this is not another dad and best friend story. I just did one of these. I can't handle another one this soon. But over the years, I started feeling uncomfortable with how close they seemed. I remember telling Brenda way before this trip that I felt jealous. Not because I thought anything romantic was going on, but because I felt like I was being replaced as a daughter. I realized then that my own relationship with my parents wasn't as close as I wanted, and I understood it was my job to fix that. So I never asked Brenda to back off. I figured it would be selfish, especially since her own parents weren't great, and she always said how much she appreciated my folks as figures in her life. I was really clear about that with her. It wasn't until I went to Ontario recently that things clicked. That's when I first told her that their joking back and forth looked and felt like flirting to me, and it made me really uncomfortable. Before that, I honestly never suspected anything romantic because I thought of her like a sister, and my dad as her father figure. Oh my god, guys, it's going in the direction I don't want it to go in. No. No. Look at the sad text. But oh, how wrong I was. During that trip, Brenda dropped bombshells. She told me she'd been in love with my dad for over 4 years. For 4 years, my best friend was secretly wanting my father, my mother's husband, and denying everything to me. She told me that my dad made her feel good, even better than me. What? No, stop! She said that if he wasn't my dad, they'd be riding off into the sunset together. When I tried to tell her how much this hurt, she just hit me with the emotional blackmail. Your parents are my only friends. I have no one else. Music is my only outlet. What am I supposed to do? She basically made me feel guilty for existing, for even thinking about asking her to keep her distance from my own dad. Then, less than a week ago, it all exploded. My mom saw Brenda rubbing my dad's foot. My mom, who has her own deep-seated trauma and addiction issues, finally realized what was happening. My dad called me shortly after and told me he had left her. I was furious. I called Brenda, and I'll admit I was yelling. It only lasted about 30 seconds. She just denied everything, saying nothing happened, and I never touched him. Shortly after, Brenda's husband, Randall, reached out to me. She's married? Oh, I didn't think the story could get worse. He's also devastated. He told me that Brenda herself admitted to him that she and my dad are in love. And that's not all. She also told him that I am crazy and that I am in love with my father incestually. What is going on? It's deplorable, disgusting, and I can't believe she would say something so vile about me, even to her own husband. Randall just told me what she said. He wasn't trying to cause trouble. I immediately called my dad to tell him about Brenda's disgusting accusation. He basically just said, that's horrible she would say something like that, but then dismissed Randall, saying he was probably just trying to say horrible things and shit about her. He didn't stand up for me at all. I then reiterated to my dad that if he chooses to be with Brenda, then I cannot be in his life. I told him he would be losing me, my sister, his grandkids, and other family and friends. He just said he needed to disappear for a few days and wouldn't tell me where he was going or confirm that Brenda wouldn't be there. I am absolutely devastated. I found out this morning that he's still been seeing her and was at her mom's house with her last night. I understand that my parents' marriage was deeply troubled and likely going to end anyway. My mom's lifelong struggles with trauma, her isolating habits, and her addictions created many issues. My dad, being an outgoing person, often felt lonely. I see both their parts and why their marriage ended. But this does not make Brenda innocent. She knew their vulnerabilities. She knew I was her best friend, like a sister. She knew she was acting as an adopted daughter. Yet for 4 years, she chose to pursue an inappropriate emotional and now confirmed romantic relationship with my dad. Lie to me, manipulate me, and directly cause my parents painful public separation. She should have backed off immediately when she developed those feelings. Instead, she stayed, lied, and destroyed everything. And now she's spreading vile, false accusations about me to discredit me. I'm grieving so much right now. The shattering of a 30-year friendship, the end of my parents' marriage, the profound betrayal and lack of defense from my dad, and the realization of how truly manipulative someone I loved could be. My sobriety is solid, thankfully, but this has been the most excruciating time of my life. I just needed to share the story. Before we talk about it, she does have 2 small edits. I've sent her this post about Brenda, but let me be absolutely clear. My dad is just as complicit and equally at fault. It is morally wrong and absolutely deplorable for him to even fathom being with my supposed best friend, who was like his adoptive daughter. They both should have known better, and their actions are disgusting. My dad wasn't around a lot when we were little children. He was in the army and away on duty a lot. It wasn't until we were 13 years old that Brenda was around a lot. But even then, my dad was a truck driver and gone most of the time. Adopted daughter was more of a term of endearment for how close she was to me. We got even closer in our 20s and 30s. My mom and dad became a source of guidance for her, more so in adulthood. I truly believe the romantic tension happened in the last 4 years. First of all, congratulations on your sobriety. That's a big achievement. I feel like you're being tested right now on that to get through. You got it. I can't even, guys. What do? I would beat someone up. Not the right answer, but that's what my answer is. I would have to beat someone up because I would just be so mad. I want to beat my dad up. I would beat my best friend up, and I would be like, what is wrong with you? I would feel a different way if her parents had separated amicably and decided, hey, we're not going to be together anymore, and then decided to pursue the friend. Still would piss me off, bother me. I would hate my friend, never talk to her again. But way better than how this turned out. Now everyone knows your business and shit, that, oh my God, your parents are getting divorced because your dad is leaving her for your best friend that you guys basically grew up with together, and your dad treated her like a daughter. That's how it looks. And it's like, I know this is more just like a venting post. There's no advice to be given here. What is up with these crazy dad-daughter stories? Like, it makes me so mad because this is why people don't feel comfortable ever letting their kids like go to people's houses and stuff, I guess. But this happened as an adult. Like, I hate this so much.
Am I the asshole for using professional language on an email I sent on behalf of my husband?
I don't even know what to say to that. Okay. Sounds fine.
My 30 female husband, 43 male, accepted a new job, and as part of that job, he needed to sign a consent form to send to his new employer so they could complete some type of background check or related thing.
Okay.
He tried to send this email a few times and would not go through. He asked me if I would send it, and I said I would, so I drafted the following pasted email.
Let's go.
Attached here to...
Hey, fuckers.
Attached here to, which is the hey fuckers of the email world. Please find the executed consent form for my husband. Thank you, my name. I CC'd my husband on the email because he asked me to. 30 minutes go by and I get a text from him. OMG, what kind of overkill email was that? Slapped head emoji, like the head on forehead emoji.
All right, dude. Get an email that works then, bitch. Shit. What the hell?
This was yesterday, so today I'm at work and I get another series of texts from him where he says essentially that he is completely embarrassed by me. That my email was inappropriate to send to his new employer. He said that he wants to retire from this job and my language was some kind of Tom Clancy book out of colonial times. He said I overcomplicated it tenfold and this is why he never asked me for help. He said every time I'm involved I try to sabotage him and he regrets it. 2 updates before we even get to the question, am I the asshole? Update, when he asked me to send the PDF, we were on the phone and I read to him what I was typing and asked if it sounded okay.
And he was like, yeah,
and he said yes.
Yeah.
Update, I work in the legal field, so this is professional for what I do for a living. He claims that I'm the asshole.
I work in the field of professionalism.
The most professional.
I have a PhD in sending professional fucking emails.
He claims I'm the asshole for how I sent the email. Am I the asshole for the language I used in my email?
You know you're not. You know you're not. Come on. But you should divorce your husband. I'm sorry, I never say that either. But holy crap, what an asshole.
I will say, I didn't even read the comments on this one. First comment is like, not the asshole. I mean, your email was awkward.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Literally no one cares.
Am I the asshole for refusing to do my cousin's makeup for free, even though I'm a makeup artist? I, 21 male, work part-time as a makeup artist. I've done prom looks, event glam, photo shoots, etc. It's something I take seriously, and it helps pay my bills.
Nice.
My cousin, 25 female, is going to a wedding soon, and asked me if I could do her full glam makeup as a favor. I told her I was already booked that day, but that the schedule was flexible with my other client, so if she was okay coming in extra early, I could squeeze her in and do it if she paid 70%.
Oh, that's pretty good.
30% discount. That's pretty good.
That's pretty nice.
She got all huffy and said that since she brought home food the previous night, it was the least I could do. I'm like, if I knew eating her takeout was going to be used as currency, I would have skipped it.
No.
Low-key, I know I'm a bit petty about it. She's made comments in the past about my makeup style being too much and, quote, too drag queenish, which I know wasn't meant as a compliment when she said it. I'm queer and have drag queen friends.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it rubbed me the wrong way, so I was honestly hesitant from the beginning. I told her I don't usually do full glam for free, unless it's for my mom or one of my best friends. It didn't go over so well, so now my mom is telling me I'm being money-minded, and that I should have just said yes because families should help each other. I get where that's coming from, but it still didn't sit right with me. I would have had to adjust a paying client's schedule just to fit her in and do it for free.